This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
The Shlach HaKadosh brings from the Ramak that the Ramak reports that an old man told him that if somebody is having difficulty with improper thoughts, they should say the pasuk, Eish tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo yisichbeh. Eish tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo yisichbeh. And the question is, what exactly is the meaning of this segula? How is the pasuk Eish tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo yisichbeh a segula to overcome improper thoughts? And the Shlach HaKadosh says that the Ramak, in his great humility, did not want to reveal the identity of this old man, but the identity of this old man was none other than Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet. So Rav Shimshon Pincus, in a Sefer Tefer Shimshon, he brings a wondrous idea. Rabbeinu Bechaye, Kedarka Bekodesh, Rabbeinu Bechaye, at the beginning of every Parsha, expounds upon a pasuk in Mishlei as an entranceway to discuss the Parsha. And he begins by analyzing the pasuk in Mishlei, Hoikar raglecha mebeis reyecha, uproot your foot from the house of your friend. We know there's a concept that as good as friends are, and as important as friends are, but you don't want to overstay your welcome. You know, there's a expression, absence makes the heart grow fond, and familiarity breeds contempt. So friendship is important, but you don't want to overstay your welcome. And Rabbeinu Bechaye says this applies to the Beis HaMikdash, that you don't want to be too frequent in the Beis HaMikdash. You say, what do you mean you don't want to be too frequent? It's a mitzvah to go to the Beis HaMikdash. So Rabbeinu Bechaye says, well, it depends what kind of karbanos you bring. You don't want to be frequent in the Beis HaMikdash with a karban chatas and a karban asham. If the guy's coming to the Beis HaMikdash on the hour to bring a chatas and an asham, that ain't a good thing. That means he's constantly, inadvertently doing averos. You don't want to constantly be in the mikdash, constantly, always bringing karbanos for sin. However, if a person brings an oila, that is acceptable, that is proper, like the pasuk says, Avoy beischa ba'oila. It is proper to enter the Beis HaMikdash on a frequent basis to bring a karban oila. And why is that? Rabbeinu Bechaye says, because an oila is not mechaper for an avera b'maisa. An karban oila is mechaper for machshavos ra'os, for bad thoughts, for improper thoughts, for lustful thoughts. Rabbeinu Bechaye says most improper thoughts are in the nighttime. That's why the karban oila, is burnt Hi ha'oila al moikda al hamizbeach al halayla ad haboiker. The oila is on the fire the whole night. Why? So that the hakrava and the kapara should be at the time of the avera. The avera of improper thoughts is usually performed in the nighttime. Therefore, the kapara is brought specifically in the nighttime. So from here we learn that the tachlis of the karban oila is to be mechaper for improper thoughts. And that is why the karban oila is on the fire the whole night. Hence the pasuk, Eish tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo yisichbeh. The fire was always on the mizbeach because the fire was always consuming the karban oila that needed to be burnt the whole night. Now we understand, says Rav Pincus, the connection between the pasuk of Eish tamid tukad al hamizbeach lo yisichbeh. Because this pasuk is referring to the fact that while it comes to other karbanos, it's not good to be frequent in the Beis HaMikdash, it is okay to frequently bring a karban oila, since improper thoughts is sort of the verdict of man and is pretty frequent and common. So the pasuk of Eish tamid tukad al mizbeach, the constant fire burning on the mizbeach, was for the purpose of bringing kapara to improper thoughts. That's the connection between this pasuk, Eish tamid tukad al mizbeach lo yisichbeh. And Rav Pincus develops an idea that tefillah to overcome the Yetzer Hara is very potent, especially if you say it very often and very frequently. And then coupled with that, we know the psukim of the Torah, each letter, each word is very powerful. So in this instance, you're doubling a tefillah. When you say Eish Tamid Tukad, you're asking HaKadosh Baruch Hu to give you Siyata D'Shmaya against the Yetzer Hara. And you're joining that together with the fact that it's a pasuk in the Torah, a pasuk in the Chumash, and it's a pasuk which is specifically relevant to improper machshavos and improper thoughts. So therefore this gives us understanding and insight into that which the Shlah brings from Ramak in the name of a certain elder, which the Shlah said was none other than Eliyahu Hanavi. Okay, Rabbi, I want to wish you all a guten Erev Shabbos Hagadol. You could join us, Be'ez Hashem, Monday. We'll be back at 11:45, and I wish everyone a wonderful guten Erev Shabbos Hagadol. Kol Tov. Okay. Kol Tov, Kol Tov, Kol Tov.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.